Hello there and welcome to this society event. Today we're starting around on a par 4. Time to get it. Let's crank this into the fairway and be on our way.
Come on, hold on to that fairway for us.
Okay, second shot here on the first. Okay, careful on this one. We're in the green side rough.
Oh, the chip's denied.
This putt's about 4 feet. Starting the day off at even par. Let's see what we can do from here. And let's see what the second hole has in store for us. Okay, let's get out of here. And you're looking short out of the sand here. Setting up here in the first cut of rough. There we go. Good shot. All right, let's pop this in. Birdie putt. Starts off pretty straight, I think, and then heads to the left. All right, tap this one on in. We'll head to the next. And there we go. And you're at even par currently. All right, third hole on this course is a par 4. Give it a go. Little play. And this shot's about 125 yards from the pin. Might be a little bit long. Let's see what happens. Setting up in the green side rough. Just about putting.
Ah, chip was close. That chip was pretty close.
You are currently sitting right at even par. Teeing off here on a par 4, not all that long. This one's looking bunker bound. And second shot here on the 4th. I'll take that. Nicely played. All right, good luck here. You've got 22 feet to go. So far, so good.
Continuing on its line. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. Okay, fifth hole is a par 3. Have a good tee shot.
You managed to get a good swing on that. Yep, that's going to do just nicely. Sink this and you're down to 2 under. Now that one could have used a bit more pace. And tapping in for par. Hole number 6. That'll do nicely. Okay, hitting into an elevated green here. And this is your third shot.
Oh, that is wonderful. Nice shot.
Tapping that one in for a birdie. That was a good hole. And after that hole, you'll bring your score down to 2 under. And the 7th hole is a par 3. Hopefully this one will bounce to the right. Pin high on that approach, nicely judged. Okay, best of luck with this one, 16-footer. All right, you're starting this way out to the left. All right, for the par. And after that, you're 2 under. And the par 4 8th hole is next. This shot is clocking in at 195 yards away. Left, heading left. Good shot out there, nicely played. This one's a 10-footer. Oh, too bad. Okay, this one for par. Okay, checking in here. 2 under par for the day. Teeing up now on hole number 9. Ooh, that was a little awkward on the swing there. This gives a good look at the green from here below us. This one's coming out of the rough. Might not have enough on it. Okay, green side sand. Let's see what you have. Okay, out of the bunker. That's our first hurdle. Now let's deal with this putt. Almost. And hopefully we can make this for bogey. Okay, let's see what the next hole has in store for us. That hole will bring your score up to 1 under. All right, tee this one up and have a good drive. We're on a par 4 as we hit the 10th hole. There we go. Nice swing on that one. This one's about 120 yards out. A little bit to the right on the approach here. Well, missed the green on that one, but I've already forgotten about it. Setting up a 5-foot putt here. Oh, man. All right, give this a tap. And after that one, currently sitting at even par. Okay, teeing off now on the par 4 11th. Good job. Okay, this one's about 105 yards out. Okay, 26-footer from here. Going up the hill and to the left. And from there, not a bad result. And you've got this left over for par. And you're at even par. And teeing it up now on the 12th. Oops, out of bounds with that one. And the green's below us here as we set up this approach. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that approach. Oh, no way. This putt's around 13 feet out. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Oh, oh man. All right, let's head to the next. And that'll leave you at 3 over for the day. All right, here we go. 13th hole. This one's a par 4. Good shot. All right, this one's about 125 yards out. A little awkward on that swing. All right, let's get out of this sand. Beautiful. Hit that green, no problems. This one's about 7 feet away. Okay, 3 over par for you. All right, 14th hole. This one's a par 5. Let's do it. Yeah, that was a good swing. Well done. We are in the deep stuff here. Sweet. Setting up for our 3rd shot. Well, you're not going to hit every green today. That's all right. All right, let's drop her on in there, save our par, and get on our way. Oh, that's too bad. All right, give this a tap. Okay, moving on to the next. And that's 4 over for you. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. All right, we'll take that. And setting up about 105 yards to the pin. Yeah, we'll take that. All right, here we go. This one for the birdie. Well, the putt appears to be on line. All right, here's the tap. And you're currently sitting at 4 over par. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 16th hole. Nice. We are about 140 yards out. And please, sir, may have a bounce to the right. And if you sink this, you could go down to 3 over par. This one's going pretty hard to the left. This one's a 7-footer. All right, let's see what you got here on hole number 17. Nice approach. This one's about 15 feet. Now this one's starting out way left. All right, par putt. All right, now let's set our sights to the next. And right now you sit at 4 over par. Okay, now we get to tee it up here on the par 5 18th. Bit of an awkward swing. And from the fairway bunker. Okay, let's do this. Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. All right, getting out of danger, and you got some good distance on that one. Nicely done. And this one's from around 75 yards out. This is looking promising. Nice. That was the club. And with that, your round is over. Okay, 4 over at the end of the day for you. And with that, I say goodbye. See you next time. Hi there, my name is John McCarthy, and I'd like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Starting things off today with a par 4. And with that, let's crank this first drive out there and get on our way. And second shot here on the first. Okay, we're on the green. And from here, 20 feet to the cup. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. Oh, sliding by. And if this one goes, that'll be your par there. Okay, even par at the moment. And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind blowing with the ball. Nice shot. Okay, second shot here on the second. And this putt's around 16 feet out. This one's going up the hill and to the left. Oh, it's always tough leaving them short. And you're 3 over at the moment. Okay, third hole, par 4. Let's go. This looks like it'll be in the fairway. Setting up around 130 yards. Oh, your approach is heading left. Okay, from the green side sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here. Well done out of that sand. Just a medium putt here. Okay, let's go. This one is for par. Ouch, right by the hole. All righty, give a tap and we'll head on to the next hole. And that's 4 over for you. All right, here we go. We got a par 4 here on this 4th hole. Let's have a good tee shot. You know, this is very, very sandy in this. Yeah, the swing was a little bit rough on that one. All right, you need this to save par. Let's drop this in. And after that one, even par is your score. And the wind will be a factor on this. One's blowing right into our face. This approach is heading left. And second shot here on the 5th.
Oh, denied. Denied.
And wouldn't it be nice to save par on this one? You are currently sitting right at even par. And here we go. Par 5, 6 holes ahead of us. Hopefully this sticks to the fairway. Be careful with this one. We're in the deep stuff. Godspeed, my friend. Very long putt ahead.
Oh, what do we have here? It's still on track. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt.
He managed to bring things down to 2 under after that one. And now we're teeing her up on the 7th hole. Oh man, this one's heading to the sand. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got.
Ooh, look at you. Just slicing that out of that bunker. Nicely done.
And after that hole, you're 2 under par.
Okay, 8th hole. We got a par 4 ahead of us.
That was good. Okay, about 200 yards or so to the pin from here. That's gonna work just fine on the approach. Okay, here comes a 9-foot putt.
And that drops in the cup for the birdie.
Brought things down to 3 under after that one. That wind is going right to left out there.
You made good contact.
And here's our second shot on the 9th. Wouldn't that be nice to save par on this one? And you currently sit at 3 under par. Okay, we're starting. All right, this is about 120 yards or so from the pin.
Okay, we're putting next. And this one for par.
And right now you are at 3 under par. Well, you didn't hit that super clean. Well, looking at an elevated green on the approach here.
Yeah, this one's going to get rough. And that one just barely into the light rough.
Nicely done. Here's a 7-foot putt. And after that one, you're 3 under. We got a left to right breeze on this nicely. This putt is from around 20 feet.
Breaking pretty hard to the left. Oh, right by.
And for your par. And you currently sit at 3 under par.
Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 4. Let's go.
Beauty of a swing there. And this shot is clocking in around 105 yards from the pin. Pretty sure we're heading to the bunker here. Oh, hang on. That almost went down. And if you want to save par on this hole, we got to drop this right here. And that'll do. And right now you are at 3 under par. And now for the par 5, 14th hole. That's unfortunate. Nicely out of that rough. Now let's get into that green. Safely on the green. 15 feet to the cup from here. Looks like this goes downhill and to the right. Yikes, that went right by. This one's for par. And after that hole, you are at 3 under par. Wind is blowing left to right on this one. Well, that won't do, will it? Second shot here on the 15th. I like it. I like what you did there. 7-foot putt coming up. And after that, you're bringing things down to 4 under par. All right, let's get it going. 16th hole, par 4. You know what to do. Great swing. All right, what do we got here? Looking like about 165 to the pin. A little too much to the right. All right, let's go. We need a par save, and we need it now. Let's do it. Nicely done. And you're at even par currently. Teeing up now on number 17. Good job. We're on the green. Okay, 25-footer to go. Oh, this has my attention.
Oh my goodness, it doesn't go.
All right, moving forward. And clocking in at 4 under par at the moment. Wind is blowing left to right. Something was a little bit off on that one. Okay, let's get on out of this second cut and get on our way. Heading to the deep stuff here. All right, kick left. Approach shot worked out just fine. This one's a 21-footer. All right, way closer than you were. Not a bad effort there. And time seemed to fly by, didn't it? Just like that, the putt drops and your round is over. Okay, as this one comes to a close, it will be even par for you. And with that, I will let you go. Thank you very much for the round of golf. I had a good amount of fun. Hopefully you did too. Hello and welcome to this society event. My name is John. We've got a par 4 staring us down here on the first hole. Cork that first drive into the fairway and we'll take it from there. Not the greatest of contact on that one. We're in the big, thick, deep rough here. Well, this approach is leaning a bit to the right. All right, you've got this left for par. It's breaking to the left, I think. Oh, so close. Starting our round here above par, but that's all right. There's lots of birdies out there. All right, we got a par 5 here on the second hole. Whoops, that's not great. Good work there. Great shot on the approach. All right, here's your eagle putt. So good, so good. All right, that hole will bring you down to 1 under par. All right, we got a par 4 on this third hole. All right, setting up here deep in the spinach. And this one is from way, way out. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. Oh, come on, get in there. Here we go, par putt. Let's do it. Currently sitting at 1 under par. And let's see how things go here on the fourth. Well, you made good contact with that one. Oh my goodness, that almost dropped. 9 feet to go. And after that, you'll go down to 2 under par. All right, 5th hole, par 3. Let's do it. Ooh, look at this thing. Well done. This was just a 3-foot putt. That putt will drop, and that's your second birdie in a row. Let's get on a streak here. And after that hole, you are now 3 under par. And a heads up, getting windy. Well, looks like you got some work cut out for you in this next one. Here's our second shot on this 6th hole. And I don't think this is enough from the sand. All right, here we go. This one's for birdie. And right now you are at 4 under. Okay, par 3, 7th hole. Have a good tee shot. That's a safe shot. This putt's around 24 feet to the cup. I think we got a bit of a tilt to the right on this putt. Ooh, wish I could have given you that one. All right, drop this par putt. Let's do it. 4 under par currently. Okay, par 4 for the 8th. Yeah, that'll play. And this is around the 190 mark. Well, your approach is heading a little leftward. That'll do for the approach. This putt's about 14 feet out. Starting this out to the right should come back. Just a little too much power. Here we go, 4 par. 4 under par is your score at the moment. Okay, careful of the headwind out there. Here's our second shot on the 9th. And looking short from the sand on this one. All right, let's make this a short stay at the beach. Nicely played out of that bunker. Here we go. Drop this and save that par. This putt's good so far.
And that's going to drop on in there. Nicely done.
And your score this round is currently 4 under par. All right, time to attack this back 9, teeing up on hole number 10. That swing was a little bit off. Shoot, that's out of bounds. Got about 125 to the pin. Think we're in the rough. Oh man, you hate to see those ones go by. There it is. And after that one, your score will go up to 2 under par. All right, par 4 here on the 11th hole. Good job. And this one's about 100 yards out. Oh, that's no good. I think it's heading to the bunker. This is what our third shot's looking like. And we are putting now. Setting this one up about 8 feet out. And currently sitting at 2 under par. In this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with. And your approach is heading right at the pin. All right, 36-footer. Let's see what you do. You got a downhill putt here. It's breaking to the left. Ooh, that's too bad. All right, let's go. This one for the par. And after that, you're 2 under. Okay, 13th hole. This one's a par 4. Oh my, safe to say you got all of that one. And this shot's about 100 yards from the pin. That's safe. This one's 19 feet out. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the right. Oh, look at this thing. All right, let's tap this in and move to the next. And after that hole, you're 2 under par. Okay, now for the par 5, 14th. Didn't sound like your purest of strokes. And setting up now in the deep rough. Yeah, this might be in the rough. And can't seem to escape this rough. That's too bad. I don't know if this one has enough from the rough. And from the green side bunker. Oh, the touch onto that. Nicely played out of that sand. All right, you're sitting right at 2 under for the moment. Got a nice tailwind on this hole. See what you can do with that. There we go. Nice contact on that one. And good luck with your second here on the 15th. We'll have that. Hole's about 10 feet out. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. That's in there. It's your 4th birdie of the day. And after that one, you'll bring your score down to 300. And now on to the par 4 16th. Nice swing onto that one. And as we set up here with the greens below us, might need a little less club. This putt is daunting, to say the least. Hopefully you can this. All right, this one swings out to the left. In it goes. Wonderful putt. Bringing things down to 4 under after that one. And teeing up now on the 17th. This approach is heading right at the pin. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. All right, let's leave this sand behind us. What do you say? And hopefully you get a good look at this next putt. Well played out of that bunker, though. Okay, let's grab a bogey here and be on our way. That shot was marvelous. We've gone up to 3 under after that hole. Well, see if you can use the tailwind on this hole. And the tee shot looks like it'll be safe. Here's our second shot on the 18th. Now this from 13 feet. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh man, just missed the eagle. Well done today, finishing this round with a birdie. Okay, and at the end of the day, you wound up at 4 under par. Well done. All right, that's going to do it for me, and just want to thank you again for playing the game, and hopefully we see you soon. Well, hello there. Glad you could join me for a round. My name's John McCarthy. I'd like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. This is the final round of the event. This is go time. Hopefully, you have the best of luck out there. Second shot here on the first. Okay, on the green safely. 16 feet to the cup. Oh yeah, starting this one way out to the right. And this one for par. And nice putt. Let's move on. And after that one, 4 under par. Par 5 for our second hole. Best of luck to you. Nicely played. And this one is around 180 yards to the pin. Oops, this one's heading for the beach. Okay, here's our third shot. Good job getting out of that bunker. Little work left to do, but nothing serious. Looking good so far.
Still going good. Oh, no. How dare you? How dare you do that to me?
And clocking in at 4 under par at the moment. Okay, this third hole is a par 4. It didn't feel as clean as I know you can hit it. All right, the ball might go a little bit more leftward than normal. It's sitting above your feet. Just wanted you to know.
Yeah, this one's coming out of the rough, and I don't know if it's going to make it.
Let's get out of this. This is a little spinachy for my liking. You've got this much left to save par on this one.
And this one looks like it's going just a touch to the left. And there you go. There you go. That's for par. That's a good job.
And after that one, currently sitting at even par. Let's see what happens here on hole number 4. I'm liking it. This shot's about 80 yards out. Well done. Okay, 11 feet to deal with.
Look at you go.
You brought your score down to 1 under after that one. And the 5th hole, we have a par 3. Beautiful swing. Let's see how you do from the green side rough. Okay, let's slide this one on in there for our par. And after that one, you sit at 1 under par.
All right, par 5, 6th hole. Let's have a good tee shot.
That was good stuff. Setting up with an elevated green. This might call for some extra distance. Well, that's just fine golf playing there. That's on the green in under regulation. Well done. From 23 feet.
Starting this way out to the right. Let's see it turn.
Here we go. This putt for the bird. And that will go. After that, you're 2 under. And the 7th hole is upon us. Yep, that's gonna work. And this putt's around 11 feet out. Oh, bad break.
All right, you got this left over for par.
And currently sitting at 2 under par.
Okay, here we go. Par 4, 8th hole.
Nice. Okay, about, I'd say 185 or so to the pin from here. Yeah, might be in a little bit of trouble here. Oof, I didn't love seeing that.
Now let's put this one in the cup for our par.
And that will do. And you are looking at a 6 under at the moment. And teeing off now in a long par 4.
And the fairway does tilt away from us. A bit of a downslope up at the landing area.
I'll take that. Okay, hole number 9, shot number 2. Let's see what you got. about 34 feet away. This is an uphill putt moving right to left. And not a bad effort from where you were. All right, let's go. This one's for par. All right, you're sitting right at 2 under for the moment. And this hole is a long par 4 hole. I'm having that. And second shot on the 10th coming up. Safe approach. Nice. Here we go. 24 feet away. This one looks like it's turning left to right down the hill. All right, here's what you got left for par. And that putt will drop. 6 under par currently. And here we go. Par 4, 11th hole. Let's do it. And this shot's about 110 yards to the pin. Swing didn't feel as clean as I know you can hit it. Here's your 4th shot. Oh, this one could drop. Oh, that's just pretty. Chipping it in there for the par. Well done. And after that, you're 2 under. Teeing it up now on the 12th. Oh yeah, I'll approve that. Setting up here 10 feet from the cup. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. Okay, it's a lengthy par 4. Nicely done. You got some good contact there. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. 24 feet from the cup. This one's looking decent. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And after that hole, you're going down to 4 under par. All right, here's the 14th hole. It's a par 5. Swinging like silk. Well, that's nice to see. I thought you were going into the rough, honestly. But that held on to the fairway, and that's what we like. Footer. This one looks like it'll break to the right. And that's going to drop on in there. That's your par. Well done. And after that one, you're sitting at 8 under. Okay, here we go with the 15th hole. We got a par 4 on this one. Oh, this one's in the fairway. And it's shots like that that are the reason you are in the lead. Good stuff. We've got about 110 yards to go here. Let's get a little kick left here. Here's a look for birdie. This putt's moving to the left up the hill. Ooh, almost drained that one for the birdie. And as we head to the next, let's take a peek at our standings today. Okay, 8 under par is your score currently. And on to number 16. We have a par 4 on this one. Oh, needs to hold on to the fairway. Might be dangerous. And that'll end up in the fairway. Good stuff. We're setting up quite a bit above this green. We might need a little less club. And you're proving your worth here. Top of the leaderboard, making shots like that. Think you're better than me? Starting this one out pretty good. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. That's going to bring things down to 5 under par. All right, best of luck here on number 17. This one's heading a bit right. All right, let's drop her in the hole. This to save par. Five under for the moment. And now to the par 5 18th hole. Not the cleanest swing, but that's all right. Let's be careful getting out of here. Might not get all the distance you want in the deep stuff. And unfortunately, that one just snuck its way into the deep stuff. Oh my, you almost dropped that in there. And with that putt, the round is over. Okay, we're finishing up our round, and it's 10 under par for you. All right, thank you so much for the round. That was great to spend a little time outdoors with you, and hopefully we'll see you soon.